Welcome back to another episode of the PondSMP. As you can tell, I've done a little bit with the landscaping over here. I've added in a potato farm and a few wheat farms along with those. I'm leaving this for now, but I kind of want to change it. I'm not sure entirely to what yet. And then I made a road that goes over to Tithe Base over there. In today's episode, I wanted to try to finish that church because in less than a week, I'm going to Orlando, Florida, and then pretty much as soon as I come back from that, I'm going on a camping trip for another few days. So it's gonna be like 2 weeks before I get back on the server. So I had a shulker box full of sandstone. However, I think I accidentally left that with Lazy, and I think he has it on him. So I gotta go get more sandstone over by the sandstone pit. Also, I started doing some planning. I'm gonna have a river running through here, and I'm gonna have like a little fishing town down in this area, like along the river and into this lake area. So here's a sand pit. As you can tell, I've gotten a little bit of sand from it and some sandstone. Actually, I need to check my sand and sandstone shop. And I'd finally restocked my gravel shop a little bit. Not completely, but enough for now. So I'm gonna get some sandstone and then be right back. Okay, so I got my shulker box of sandstone. And I picked up a bunch of sand as well, because I needed to clear room for sandstone. So after I throw this into my super smelter, then I am going to run to the shopping district real quick. I'm going to run to the shopping district, restock sand, because I think last time I checked, I needed to restock 2 or 3 sets. So I'm going to run over there and do that real quick, and then I'll be back when I get all my smooth sandstone. So I forgot to record most of the building. I ended up only recording these 2 clips. So the next clip you'll see is just me being done with the build. Yippee! Okay, so I have completed the church. I didn't record any of the rest of it. I'm gonna go turn that off real quick. Okay, so church is done, and I installed a FreeCam mod to show it off. Because I had to do all of these walls, and they're very specific. It was annoying, so I just kept FreeCamming to look at the other sides. They're flipped on each side. Then I added this tower. I lit it up with torches because I didn't want mobs to spawn. And yeah. So this area, well, the church is finally completed. Well, now that I've finished the church, I have one more plan for the server, and then I am out of plans. So, as you can see, I've made that into a river. I think I'm gonna add some sand and clay into the riverbed, make it more of a river. And then I'm gonna have 3 villages. As you can see, I've already started partially on the first one. I'm gonna have a farming village around here. It'll be just like in front of the church, and then go up on top of this. And then back over here, I'm gonna have like a mining village. I think I kind of want it to look like Megaton from Fallout 3. And then back over here, I've made the river because I'm gonna have a little town, a little fishing town along the river, and probably up the coast a little bit. Probably just all over this island, and then a little bit on these 2 shores. So for this fishing village, I want it to look like Ine in Japan, which is a fishing village in Kyoto, Japan, that I randomly came across one day while watching YouTube, and I thought it looked pretty neat. So I need to go find out what I'm gonna do for that, or like find out how I'm gonna make it look. And then I'll start using wool to mark out where I'm gonna have the houses at. I'm gonna start along this coast and then probably just go around here with all the houses for now. Oh, you can see all the sand that I've dug out over here. I might do something with it, I might not. I do not know, I will see. So all the houses are really close together, not even a meter difference in their separation. And they all go out onto the water. So they're all gonna have like little inlets. Actually, I will do something more like and what I kind of want to do is have villagers that live around here. However, I'll have to like remake the villager breeder and actually get a third villager because I only have the 2 up there now. I got rid of the rest of them. And also the houses of Ine are very drab colors, like just browns and grays. They have a little bit of like blue for some of the roofs, blues and greens, kind of like my apartment at the shopping district, the gravel shop. I'm gonna have this one be a little bit bigger. And this one can probably be like a fish restaurant or something. Maybe I'll see if Universal Ball will give me some fish so I can have a little restaurant out here. I kind of like the idea of having like a pathway or a roadway or something that cuts through here. It goes like along all of the coastal areas and then just loops back. Like with probably a bridge over here. And then have it connect to the pathway, have the pathway go over here, and then it goes back to the road. For now, I think that's enough shapes, especially since this one and this one are just mirrors of each other. It's the wall, and then 3, and then the wall and 3. And then we have some that are different shapes. We have the giant one that's out, and then we have a smaller house, larger dock area, and then some different shapes that are similar to these 2. So I think I'm gonna go into creative and mock up some new like houses for these, figure out the block palette and all that. I've made a few houses. That's just the same houses over there. I just copied and pasted them to be in a row. And to be honest, they don't look that great when they're on their own. They really only look good when they're like all forced next to each other. And even then, I'm not entirely sure about some of them. This one, I want to change the window shape. Not necessarily shape, but I don't like this window exactly how it is. I might push it back and move the entire roof back and have this coming out more like I have on this one. Some of these are like almost block for block replications as much as I can of some of the houses. And then other ones like this, I just was placing blocks down. As you can tell, they're just empty backs. However, when going through this, I realized something. If I'm going to put them in this world, I'm gonna need to gather a lot of materials. So I'm not gonna be able to do any of the house building anytime soon, so that might have to wait for a few more episodes before I start on actually making the village. So I think I'm just gonna end it here, because it's kind of an awkward ending, but I don't really have anything left to do that I can do in the next hour or 2. However, in the next episode, something big is gonna happen. That's all I'll say about it. Alright, anyway, thank you for watching. I've been me. See you later.